An offense I was high on before we get out of here, man. An offense I was high on was his Colts offense. I thought for sure Anthony Richardson, especially after week one, was like a lock to look the part. I thought for sure we were going to be talking about Michael Pittman as a high-end wide receiver one, high-end wide receiver two, back-end wide receiver one. I thought Shane Steichen would have this thing figured out, and Anthony Richardson would be, goal line, using the tush push potentially. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just had a lot of optimism for this offense. A.D. Mitchell was supposed to be that guy. Like, and to me, I see a lot of struggle in this team. They couldn't beat a Green Bay Packers team without Jordan Love. And I think the bigger pressing issue is just the accuracy concerns with Anthony Richardson and the efficiency concerns as a quarterback. And typically I don't go there, but we're talking about a guy, Michael Pittman, who was a good candidate this year to at least be a wide receiver two. He's almost tiered down to me in a wide receiver three land. And then you talk about Alec Pierce, A.D. Mitchell, potentially Josh Downs when he gets back. A lot of inconsistency on the board. Which receiver can we trust? Will this offense be better? Talk to me about this Colts offense, man.
Yeah, so for me personally, like I was not in on Michael Pittman this year, and I wasn't in on Michael Pittman last year, and for these reasons, like Anthony Richardson is not, at least right now, he's not a good passer. He's not. He was not a good passer in college, and this was going to be a struggle for Michael Pittman because Michael Pittman is a low A dot, like he's a volume-based wide receiver, and he doesn't fit what Anthony Richardson truly wants to do, and Anthony Richardson is just chuck the ball down the field, big plays kind of guy. Right now, what you have, this is out of quarterbacks with at least 10 dropbacks on the season. Anthony Richardson, an adjusted completion percentage, 56%. By far the worst mark in the NFL. League average is 74%. Or I want to say 76%. So well below league average right now for Anthony Richardson in the completion department. And this is going to be a problem all season long. Well, I don't want to say all season long because the hope is that he matures. Like this is truly his rookie season and he matures as a passer and he's able to get a little bit better there. But it was kind of the problem heading into the season. And honestly, right now, what I would do is I would be selling, even though it's low, like I would be getting out on Michael Pittman if I had the opportunity. Like, I don't think he should have been drafted where he was being drafted just because of like Anthony Richardson and his play style. I think Anthony Richardson still has a long way to go, and hopefully we see some improvement as the season progresses. But like right now, there's no way you can trust Michael Pittman in your starting lineup. Like I'd feel better with DJ Moore for sure than Michael Pittman currently. So it's just a guy that I think would benefit on a more volume-based team, passing team, than unfortunately in Indianapolis Colts right now.
Yes, it's a tough sell right now. And I think for those who have Pittman or drafted him early with the hopes that he'd be like wide receiver two, the saving grace, I think it's kind of a false saving grace, to be honest with you, is the targets, right? You see 8 targets, you see 7 targets. So he's had 15 targets in 2 games, which looks ideal, but it equates out to 30 yards in both games. And it's like, or 20 yards in one game. That's not like what you want to see. So I think, and another thing is that he doesn't have no touchdowns. Like, at least if you were having that low of an output, you'd want to see some touchdowns, more red zone work, and it's just not there. I'm not calling him a drop. I'm not calling him even a bench, really, but if you have better options, I'm okay with tearing him down, benching him in your 10-team leagues and your 8-team leagues for sure, but in your 12-team leagues, if you have a more option with higher upside, now I'm considering that over Pittman until we see some form of life out of Anthony Richardson, and it could come as soon as this week. It could come within the next couple weeks, but we want to see it because you put in your lineups two weeks in a row. We know the targets are there, but we know Richardson loves to throw that ball downfield. And your A.D. Mitchells, your Alec Pierce, there's a reason Alec Pierce is proven to be the best receiver on his team so far. So kind of out on this offense right now. Jonathan Taylor's really the only piece that I want. And he's, going to probably be inconsistent throughout the year as well. A-Rich, of course, as well. I would want to have A-Rich on my team. He's still going to be a top 3 to 5 quarterback. But.
Absolutely. And real quick, like, and this is kind of just a point that we've a little bit been hammering, but like this is catchable throw percentage. So basically throws that are catchable, deemed catchable. These are the bottom quarterbacks right now. Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Bo Nix, Anthony Richardson. I'm like, what's that tell us? Like these guys are young, right? Yeah. Like they're, once again, not everybody is CJ Stroud. And I feel like it kind of creates these false narratives with some people where it's like, well, CJ Stroud did it. Like, this guy is technically better, a better prospect. He should be even better. So, like, it doesn't always work like that. Like, not every situation is created equal. Not every single player is created equal. Some may be better at just getting up the speed faster than others. So, like, I don't want to create panic. Like, it's still too early to panic. It's only
Yes.
week 2, but like, there's some trends that are happening right now that aren't good trends that, yes, they're young players, but you hope turn around because it's really not good right now. And hopefully, always hope things get
Yeah.
better, but sometimes it doesn't get better.
Sometimes it doesn't. The saving grace of this is still week 2 or week 3.
It's
We're
only
still
week 2.
very
Well,
early in
yeah,
the year. We've only played 2 games, so there's a lot of football, a lot more storylines. And obviously, me and Tyler got you guys locked in on a weekly basis. So continue to watch the show, ask us questions in the comments. And for Tyler and I, we will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.